YouTube. Hello.
How's it going, guys?
Happy Sunday. Hopefully
Coming at you
everyone's
from a Sunday. We watched TV all day yesterday.
very nice. Nice change up. I'm gonna go in the water.
It was kind of a bust overall. We watched that movie on Netflix, Sierra Burgess is a Loser. Really bad, I would say. Would you say really bad?
Yeah.
Mega says really bad. We found one good show though. We went through like all the new NBC shows. What was the one?
Single parents.
Single Parents. It's not great, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's one that we could like continue watching and it would be like our show, but no one else really likes it.
We will continue watching. So actually, for this cook along, we got a really simple recipe, so it's not even going to take a long time. Hopefully, you guys are joining us.
Yeah, it should only take like 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing like breakfast bowls. And we got these at Wilson's yesterday. We haven't done Brussels sprouts in a while, so it's just like shaved Brussels sprouts already cut up, washed. You just got to throw it in the pan.
But a good substitution would be kale, collard greens.
You can do like asparagus chopped up.
Yeah, broccoli even. Anything cooked with bacon is pretty good, but Brussels sprouts are probably the best.
And then, but first we're going to cut up some bacon, cook all of this down, and then toss the Brussels sprouts in with the bacon, cooked bacon, so it'll get all the fat and it'll use that up and it'll just be super delicious and hopefully crispy. That's the goal.
Yeah, so we're making breakfast bowls, and we make this pretty often.
Yeah.
A good way to go is just like a few slices of bacon so you get all the flavor, some kind of veggie, and then top it with an egg, or you can even put the eggs in it and like mix it around. It's just a good, well-balanced breakfast. How much bacon can we eat a day or at a time? You can eat as much as you want.
Yeah.
A couple pounds probably.
Your macros or your body allows.
Oh yeah, did we show them the wings? And
No.
then, since it is football Sunday, we're just gonna also throw
Toss
these
these in.
wings in to eat.
What should we put them in at?
These are London pepper wings. We got them pre-seasoned from Whole Foods. It uses like lemon essential oil or something, so it had really good ingredients, so we got it. We'll try that. Detroit in the house.
What's up?
Matt, what kind of tea are you drinking? So I'm not a big tea drinker, but this is like blueberry chamomile tea.
How is it? You try it?
I got 2 tea bags in here. I've tried it before. It's pretty good. I like chamomile tea the best. Pretty good.
Hello from Cabo San Lucas. Facebook blurry, not a good picture. Yeah, I feel like YouTube
Facebook?
also is the same thing. I like after the fact when I go back to watch it.
It's recorded from our phone.
Okay, maybe we should use my phone next time. I probably have better quality.
Mine gets all greasy all the time too.
Yeah, I don't. Facebook looks good to us. Sorry.
But yeah, Facebook looks perfect. Packers are going to win. Sorry, I don't even know who do the Packers play. Costco has a very high quality meat department, in my opinion. So yeah, the thing about Costco is they don't have grass-fed meat. They have conventionally raised meat, but they do have USDA Prime for cheap.
Right.
So like we got a USDA Prime brisket, and it was $3.50 per pound.
And really delicious. Yeah.
Hey Matt, how do you justify repping like 7 different basketball teams? It's funny because sometimes we go to the gym. I remember when I was a kid growing up, we would always like have a player we loved. Like I would always be Allen Iverson. I had his shoes. I loved him. I'd shoot and I'd say Allen Iverson. Now when I'm shooting that guy, I just say basketball. I can't even name a player, but I just like basketball, so that's how I justify it.
Should I put these wings in?
Yeah.
I'm putting them at 350.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Can we get a keto pierogi? See, that's something I don't think should be made keto, really. It's just carbs wrapped inside of carbs, so it's not really keto. You can make like a keto. We have like, you can use fathead dough to make dumplings or empanadas. Packers play the Lions. Okay. Yeah, the Lions have not been looking good this season.
Hello from Holly Lake Ranch, Texas. Just had your 1-minute mug cake bread. Thanks. It's keeping me away from bread for sure. Yeah, those are a really good option for even like
What
making
bread?
quick sandwiches. 1-minute mug bread.
Love your Cheese Fest video.
Thank you.
That was a fun one.
Hello from Ohio. Go Buckeyes.
What's your favorite thing from the hot bar at Whole Foods? Someone is there right now. They were shopping.
All of them are very different. The one at ours is like not great at all.
Look at the plantains and see how long it takes you to realize that they're actually plantains. I thought they were chicken wings for so
Yeah.
long.
They have, sometimes they'll have like a paleo section, like you can
Yeah.
see all the ingredients and they're just like really clean ingredients, like chicken and basic, it's super basic, so you can get something like that.
We got barbecue from there before.
Salad, obviously, and then like they have hard-boiled eggs.
Go Bears. Is walking 10,000 steps a day enough? Is that decent enough to be considered lightly active? 10,000 steps is
It's
quite
a lot.
bit, actually.
Yeah, it's hard to really get that, especially, yeah, if you just work at a desk or from home.
Someone said fly, eagles fly.
Yay!
Are strawberries and whipped cream keto? So a better option than just asking what is keto is to kind of figure out the concept behind everything, so you can determine what foods are and are not keto for yourself. So basically you're looking for the carb count. Strawberries, it's about 5 or 6 carbs per 100 grams. So yeah, they can be fit into a keto diet. Just don't go overboard, because I think 100 grams of strawberries, if you get the
It's
huge
not a lot.
strawberries are like this big now. When you buy them at the grocery store, it's like 3 or 4 strawberries is 100 grams. I aim for active minutes on my Fitbit. Oh, do you have active minutes on there?
Yeah, it shows you.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many active minutes did you have yesterday?
I don't know, I guess I could look at yesterday.
Like 4
Do you
probably.
need to know right now?
No, I'm just wondering. We should start tracking that too.
Okay.
See, it's fun because we don't even need 2 Fitbits. I just never leave Mega's side, so she's
That's
tracking for both of us.
But like, I like looking at my heart rate when we're doing things, and it has like a relaxation mode, which is really cool.
In your very first run at keto, is there any risk of jumping straight in cold turkey, or should newbies take a carb cheat day after the first month or something?
Cheat days are really never necessary, especially for newbies. I would allow my body to fully adapt and like be able to run efficiently and feel really good. So that I would say like I would at least give myself like 3 to 4 months personally before incorporating like higher carbs or any sort of cheats. But I guess it's also a personal preference.
I think the cheat days, I think the only problem some people have is like with the really high fat. So like jumping into that can be a problem. Doing really low carbs, you're just gonna have like maybe keto flu symptoms. But some people, if you are coming from a really low fat diet, it like down regulates your bile production. So when you start having a lot of fat, you're not able to digest it as well. So maybe that's something to monitor, how you feel after having a high fat meal. And then if you notice you have problems, just slowly increase your fat, but you don't have to increase your carbs ever really.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this bacon out and get it sliced up. How many slices do we wanna do, Boo?
So for this, all this
Are we gonna do all of it?
Brussels,
So this is 12 ounces of Brussels sprouts shaved,
what are Brussels sprouts? You mean Brussies?
Brussies.
Maybe like 4 or maybe half this package.
There it is.
No, maybe, yeah,
4 slices?
4 slices. Mega, I feel like Matt is obsessively clean. Is that true?
No, I'm obsessively clean.
Well, Mega's just naturally clean. She never sweats. I am more of like
No, I think they're talking about like, the kitchen and stuff.
Oh, no.
What are you talking
they're
about, body?
Because they say his hair is never out of place. It's always out of place. That's why I wear hats.
Yeah, no, Matt's not excessively clean. He sweats up a storm like eating a salad.
That's true. You guys pushing to get on Joe Rogan?
I mean, yeah, Joe.
I wouldn't mind. We're not really pushing necessarily. He just did a lot of health related content, so we thought we would.
We're also
Touch
like
on it.
not experts. I don't know what he was like bringing us on for.
You guys are cool.
Right?
No, we don't really fit the mold of people that would be on Joe Rogan. Someone said, is there dextrose in the bacon?
No, it's actually, we got it from Sprouts, and there is not. It's pork, citrus extract, salt, vinegar, rosemary extract. So it's
Yeah.
the Nature Rancher's no sugar added bacon, and this has really good ingredients. So Sprouts, it has like really good bacon.
This is from
options.
Whole Foods.
Are you sure?
Whole Foods, yeah.
Okay.
It was $6. I bought it yesterday.
So yeah, so Whole
But
food sprouts.
honestly, dextrose and bacon doesn't really scare me off. I don't think you have to spend the $6 for 12 ounces of bacon. You can get the $3 brand, and it's just gonna have a little dextrose in it. But per serving, it's a really low amount. It's like less than half a gram.
I'm pulling out 4 nice slices. These are pretty thick too.
I hate the way I feel when I go get a carb craving. The after effects are bloated and tired. So not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the self-correcting property of a keto diet, I would say, the more you cheat, it becomes less frequent because you don't like how you feel. Kind of like as you age, you don't really go out to the bar and just slam shots like you used to, right? Because you know
can't handle
the
it.
next day. Yeah. I haven't gotten like belligerently drunk in probably like, how long? Like 4 years.
You don't get belligerent though,
No.
which is lucky for you.
Which guests on Joe Rogan's podcast do you think have views that most closely align with your own views on diet and nutrition? I would have to say Chris Kresser and Dom, probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, like Lane Norton too. Lane Norton is just a realistic guy who's pointing out the facts. He's a fact-based guy. But yeah, Chris Kresser I like. I want to read more into what he generally recommends. So Mega's chopping up the bacon. You're doing it lengthwise first.
Yeah. I like a lot more pieces.
Yeah.
Do you too?
I like it to be uniform with the Brussies.
Okay.
My doctor said he would rather me do low carb instead of keto. Is there really any difference?
Why did he say that though? Do you ever ask like why? What's the reasoning behind that? I feel like a lot of people always tell us what their doctor told them and then they ask us. But like, why not question what your doctor's prescribing or asking you?
The difference would be ketones in your blood. So there seems to be quite a bit of benefit to that. Mainly, it helps you adhere to a low carb diet because a low carb diet where you're not in ketosis, probably it's going to be more easy to restrict calories, but not as easy as a keto diet would be.
So I'm just chopping up my bacon right now. It's raw still. And then I'm gonna get my skillet heated to like.
Is it heating?
No, I forgot.
I'll heat it.
Matt will heat it. Where are you heating it to?
Medium high.
Medium high heat, and it's a 12-inch cast iron skillet. But honestly, you can use whatever skillet you have at home. If you're just doing it for one person, you probably don't need such a big skillet. So there's my bacon. I'm gonna add it once the skillet's heated.
Are you guys doing anything new to support your sleep? I can sleep for 8 hours and feel like I slept 2 hours. The only thing.
Are you cutting off caffeine? Like, I feel like caffeine could be disruptive without you even realizing.
Yeah, caffeine's big. We try. Megan doesn't really do this as much as me. I wear the blue blocker glasses if we watch TV at night.
Yeah, that's definitely more of a Matt thing.
We mouth tape. We keep our mouth shut when we
That
sleep.
helps a lot.
Helps you breathe through your nose. I don't know. I like the idea if your work schedule is like flexible like this, where you go to bed when you're tired and you wake up without an alarm, and you just kind of get into that rhythm.
Yeah.
So you're listening to your body more as opposed to trying to force a certain sleep schedule.
Though that's hard for a lot of people.
Yeah. Those are all things worth trying.
So for me, like if I'm not working out or
Yeah,
active
that's
throughout the
a big
day, I don't get as tired as night. So are you working out? Are you going on walks? Like be active in any sense, and I think that will definitely help too.
I had that same hemp brittle with IMO syrup. Yeah, IMO, it raised my blood glucose. IMO syrup is going to raise your blood glucose. I would try to avoid that. Maltitol and IMO syrup are the two things on the protein bars that are marked as like they don't count towards net carbs, but they actually do impact your blood glucose a lot. Matt, are you putting on muscle weight with the Juggernaut program? How much? So I don't know how much muscle weight I've put on. I mainly just know how much my lifts have been going up. I don't know though. I'm like a pretty experienced lifter, so I would say it's been a 4-month program. The most I could probably put on muscle wise is a few pounds. Mega's probably put on a lot though.
Yeah, my list has definitely gone up. Unfortunately, we didn't track pre. All right, the skillet's hot. I'm just gonna add this bacon. You don't need anything else. Our bacon's pretty fatty, and yours probably is too.
She's adding the bacon to the skillet. I am not sure this is the real deal. No fruit sounds like a gimmick to me. You can have some fruit. I mean, the thing is, fruit is just highly concentrated in sugar, especially like modern fruits. So like pineapple, like is that really? It's a fruit, but it's also basically a candy bar. Um, like you can have berries and stuff, but yeah, I think just getting. I guess what's your reasoning for needing to eat fruit? It's like vegetables are lower sugar and just higher in micros, but you can add in some fruit if that's a deal breaker for you.
Hello from Detroit. Love you guys. You helped me lose 132 pounds last year. Whoa, congratulations.
Do you ever listen to Mike Mutzel of High Intensity Health? Yeah, he has one of the better YouTube channels for health, I would say. Check him out.
A few pre-workouts you could recommend. So we use the Sanctus Nutrition, has a really good formula. What else? Isn't there another one?
I would buy the Sanctus Nutrition one. There's a few. If you look for full disclosure pre-workouts, those are what you're looking for.
And you can also do like just caffeine, like Zip Fizz or a caffeine pill or coffee.
Mouth tape. Y'all into S&M? What is S&M?
Like
Like sexual stuff, right?
yeah, sadistic and masochist.
No, we just tape our mouth shut so we can breathe through our nose when we sleep. Good replacement for avocado? I don't know that there is one. I would just omit avocados from your diet if you don't like them.
Just the fat, really.
Do you guys have a carrot cake recipe? I'm craving it. That is going to be in our next cookbook, but we have a carrot cake cookie recipe you can try on our website. If you search Keto Connect carrot cake cookie.
I have a lot of macadamia nuts. Can I make a crust for a cheesecake? Absolutely.
Probably.
That's going to be like a little risky on the calories, but yeah.
We have a walnut crust, I think, in one.
Yeah, you could probably do it the same. So you process it all with probably like butter, and I would look up our oh, is that in the cookbook actually? The walnut crust and
Yeah.
cheesecake? Okay. Mud cheddar bay biscuits are so good. They're really good.
OMG, please say you are not doing this pregnant.
Doing what pregnant?
The cook-along or this type of diet?
I'm not pregnant right now.
She's not pregnant. What is a good breakfast for pescatarians? So pescatarians eat eggs, right?
Yeah, fish and eggs.
I would then have eggs for breakfast. And like
Or you could do fish.
eggs and veggies you could do with some butter added to it.
You can do dairy too, cheese.
Yeah.
Matt, I love your keto for normies yell in the beginning of the podcast. Please always do it.
Thank you. Come up with keto cannoli, please.
That's gonna be rough.
It's impossible.
We have a cannoli cream recipe
Yeah.
on our site.
Matt, do you think Bitcoin will go up soon based on last year's chart? I don't think the last year's chart matters much at all. I think when the economy takes a downturn, that'll be the real test for Bitcoin. If money goes into Bitcoin when the economy drops a little bit, then I'll be more confident. But yeah, I'm still holding my Bitcoin from forever. I've never sold one. Actually, I sold 2 of Mega's. She made me sold some of hers.
I sold it. And then
You
I
sold it?
transferred mine.
Okay. Pecan crust is good, yeah.
Yeah. Any nut crust is gonna be delicious.
Tips for getting oil stains out of clothing? I don't have any.
I don't know. I guess I just don't really care. But if I did get oil on something really nice, I would probably immediately take it off and put like detergent on it and like rub it and then let it sit before I like wash it.
Tips on vegetarian keto? I would just get most of my nutrition from the
Eggs.
animal sources that you're comfortable eating. Eggs, cheese, what else do you eat? I guess that's it. If you do fish, I would do that. But yeah, and then maybe you'll need like a protein supplement. Probably not though. You should be able to get it mostly from food. It shouldn't be that different. What's better on keto, boxers or briefs?
On keto?
I feel like boxers are more flexible with weight loss. They're kind of like elastic.
Well, if you're losing weight, you're looking good. I'd wear briefs.
Yeah. Are you a fan of apple cider vinegar? Sauerkraut, kimchi, low salt, and lemon and water? That's a lot of things. So I'm not a fan of apple cider vinegar. I don't like sauerkraut. I like kimchi a lot. And I don't really do lemon and water. How's it going back there?
It's good. Bacon takes longer to cook than I thought.
Okay, bacon is rendering down a little bit. What supplements should I get? I don't know. It depends how much you're not getting from food. So probably vitamin D because most Americans don't get enough sun. Probably like a fish oil is good, but if it's an oxidized fish oil, it might not matter that much. So we could take cod liver oil, and those are really the only two, and then some kind of electrolytes. Right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You could get a multivitamin too if you just want to be, I guess, safe. But I don't know. I might go to the Metabolic Summit just because you are going to be there. $400 on a plane ride. You two are worth it. We're going to be at Keto Con also if that's better for you.
If that's cheaper, yeah. But that's sweet. But I think metabolic, I'm excited for it. It'll be a lot. It's 4 days too, right? I'm pretty sure it's longer, so you get a lot more. I'm not sure.
Give us some love making tips.
Love making tips?
Yeah, do you have any?
No. Like, I mean, I think you're always kind of love making, right? Like the communication has to be good throughout the day in order for like something to spark.
Yeah.
Like if you're had a shitty day at work and you've been bad on your diet or, everything's gonna impact whether you wanna like
Everything is
be
love making.
intimate or not. Yeah.
I think that's true. In life in general. Can I eat papayas?
I'm gonna say no.
I don't really know the macros, but I think they're super high in sugar. But you can eat whatever you want.
What electrolytes do you take? Do you still take magnesium supplement
No.
nightly? You don't?
Oh, well, I take it. I've been taking it earlier on.
Okay. You do take
250
magnesium
milligrams.
supplement. And then Dr. Berg's electrolyte powder has it fizz or has potassium, or then like we just get it from our food, like spinach and avocados for potassium. We also have some cool Instagram graphics that show you what supplements you can get from certain foods.
Is there a keto / testosterone / estrogen relationship? I don't know per se. I think a lot of people doing low fat diets for a really long time have like their hormones are a little out of whack. So I think keto, just having adequate fat helps with that. But I don't think there's anything special that like keto makes your testosterone skyrocket. My cholesterol has always been high. 2.5 months into keto, it's completely normal. Oh, that's awesome. I would like to know the thyroid answer. Is there a thyroid question? I don't know a ton about thyroid. Matt, stop reading dumb troll questions. Looks like I just read one. What's Mega's unpopular opinion? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was funny. So my unpopular opinion you guys asked last time. Mine is that Jaden Smith is a pretty decent musical artist.
Ron, real quickly, so the bacon's cooked down for the most part. I'm gonna add in my Brussels sprouts and then just some pepper. I feel like this is already really salty, so I'm not gonna salt it a bunch. We can afterwards, but I'm just gonna add some pepper. Is that good?
And some garlic powder.
And garlic powder.
And come up with your unpopular opinion.
Didn't I say that last time?
No.
Yeah, I did.
Cream of tartar for potassium. What is
Look
your?
at what we got today.
We got a broccoli in the Brussels sprouts bag.
Did we use it?
Yeah, use it. Cream of tartar for potassium. What's your opinion? I don't think it's great for potassium just because the carb content of it, when you really want to get a dosage of potassium, it really starts adding up. So like, let me pull up cream of tartar. So for 1 teaspoon is almost 2 carbs, and how much potassium do you get out of it? I can't find how much potassium. Oh, 500 milligrams. So 2 carbs for 500 milligrams of potassium. That's not great. Personally wouldn't do that. You can get it from just like food, or you can get a potassium supplement like Dr. Berg makes one. Vega Hydrator is another one, but apparently they reformulated the Vega Hydrator, so I don't know. It's a lot less now, apparently. Is that what they said, Mega?
Yeah, it's like 100 milligrams.
Do you have any recipes for Indian desserts?
No.
No, we don't have any yet. I got a bad feeling a lot of the women I would meet at KetoCon would be single moms. Why do you get that? Why do you have that opinion? That's funny. Based on being there last year, I would say not a lot of single moms.
No.
Some families, some solo people,
Older people.
some older people. Unpopular opinion, Deep Blue Sea is a good movie, said someone. Yeah, link your guys' unpopular opinions in the comments. That'd be funny. What's the best keto haircut? Rev Mike, $10 donation. Making a slow return to keto after long illness. Suggestions. Where's the stove cam, guys? Yeah, we're trying to work on a better live streaming setup. But suggestions on making a return to keto. I think it's just as simple as eating keto foods, like coming up with a meal plan. Usually when let's say yesterday, we watched TV all day and snacked a lot. That's what we do on the weekends, kind of. We have snacks, we watch movies. And then Monday, usually I'll sit down at my desk first thing in the morning and put in all my macros for the day, even for the week. And then I just follow those. So that's what helps me. Do you have any tips for just starting keto after a long break?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you've been to keto before, so you know the positives to it, and you know what to eat to make you feel good. But if you're really struggling to transition, I would just start using like Matt said, snacks and things like that help, like Quest bars and making sure you always have something sweet. Drinking Zevias. I'd probably drink a lot more Zevias. If you have a cheat day, how long does it take you to go back to ketosis? And do you usually get keto flu symptoms again? It's definitely possible you could get keto flu symptoms. Or for me personally, I feel like I would just get a really bad hangover. So I wouldn't be able to tolerate the carbs as well. And then how long it takes to go back also depends on how much you ate carb-wise. But a couple days, I feel would probably suffice.
I just watched your weed video. Do you have any idea as to the CBD oil and how to count it on keto? I know it's an MCT oil, but I have trouble counting it as that. So, yeah, I would just estimate. So, when I take CBD oil, I just kind of dump it into my mouth, and it's maybe a quarter teaspoon or something really low, like an eighth of a teaspoon. So that's just an eighth of a teaspoon of fat. That's how you would count it.
Okay, I took everything off the stove. Our Brussels sprouts and bacon are done.
You want me to bring it over?
Yeah.
Okay. Here.
So we'll show you what it looks like. It's looking pretty fly.
There it is. That was the table. Hey, come on.
So that's what it looks like. Just Brussels sprouts, bacon, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and 1 broccoli.
Here it is.
Julian!
Oh, there's 1 broccoli. Yeah, you can add eggs into it too for more of the full breakfast bowl. But do we want to do that? I guess we have wings in the oven.
What?
So we don't need to do eggs?
No, I wasn't planning. I was gonna maybe do some we have a bunch of raw cheeses sitting out. I was thinking I can add that to the bowl. That could be good.
Let's show them the cheeses we got sitting out.
Okay.
Can you move that?
Yeah.
Here's the glove. We got a few cheeses out here we got yesterday.
So that's a 6-month aged Comté. We've never had that, so we want to try it. We have a Gruyere, and they're all raw. And then what is this one?
I don't even know what this one is.
It's really good. It's a semi-soft,
Semi-soft.
but they're all raw, and we let them sit out, and we just eat them throughout the days, and it's super good. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, so that was the youngest. Is that what you say when the cheese is not aged? Youngest?
Yeah, the least aged, I guess, and it's not my favorite. Personally, I like we've done 6 month, 12 month, 15 month, and 18 month straight from France, which was really good.
Yeah.
But I like 15 month, and you can usually find that at Whole Foods if you're wanting to try it.
Why does my blood glucose stay at 115 to 130 after fasting for 24 to 30 hours? I don't know.
What is your, I mean, I don't know your metabolic history either.
Yeah, what is it like after you eat a meal?
Yeah, what is it like in the morning? You should track it at a lot of different points. I feel like that'll help. My kids love watching your videos with me. It sparks a lot of good conversation about nutrition, so thank you. That's amazing. That's a really great route. I feel like when we have kids, we'll just be like, let's watch a metabolic bike health video, right?
Will we?
I don't know, right? I would watch.
It would be fun. They'd have some people they love. Oh, we should make like a kids nutrition channel.
Oh yeah.
It's like animated and stuff. It's just like basics.
What is the best cheese to fry and get a crust on? Frying cheeses. There's a lot out there. I like bread cheese as well, which I feel like you can find it's a lot less expensive. But halloumi is really good. Whole Foods has a couple.
Chicken wings are my love language.
They are everyone's love language. Except we just met someone this weekend. She doesn't like meat on the bone. I was like, how do you even live?
Wait, how many carbs is in this?
It doesn't have the nutrition on it.
Oh.
But like a ribeye on the bone, have you ever had that? Because that's phenomenal. But
it's 12 ounces of Brussels
you
sprouts.
ever look it up?
We can look it up. Honestly, I don't stress all that much with veggies like that, even though Brussels sprouts are one of the higher carb veggies.
I don't either. And I found like my readings, even if you're curious about that, have been consistently high ketone wise and low glucose wise. Are you looking it up?
Yeah. So Brussels sprouts are about 5 net carbs for 100 grams, it's like 5 carbs, 5 net carbs. And what did I say that was?
12.
12 ounces.
So like 12 to 15 net carbs, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So not that much.
We're gonna split it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna eat it by myself.
Yeah, what's so bad about meat on bones? I've heard other people say that. It's
Really?
weird. I kind of get it because we were talking about it when I was a kid. I didn't like eating like the ends of the chicken wings that are all like the weird like
Cartilagey part. I love
but
that.
now I just chow on them.
Yeah. Now I just suck the bone. Yeah.
Harry Potter blows. Come on. You obviously weren't the right age when it came out. Or else
I could
like,
get on board with that. Harry
Yeah.
Potter's not my thing. Oh, the Twilight series is really enjoyable. Like
I've
the
never
books
watched
and the
that.
movie.
But I feel bad for you that you were not transported to Hogwarts as a child the way I was.
You were not a vampire or a wolf as a teen, I guess.
Which were you? Which team were you on?
Well, it's all about like who's hotter, but like what's cooler?
Who's hotter?
I mean, obviously, so what's cooler is being a wolf, I think, right? Because like vampires are cool, but like I don't know, they live forever. I don't want to live forever.
Werewolves or the vampires?
The vampires.
I can't do the texture of meat on the bone. A lot of people saying that. Ever gonna try a carnivore diet? What about raw meat? You guys familiar with spharinge? We've tried carnivore. I like it, I don't love it. I think like the basis of carnivore diet, getting most of your nutrition from animal sources, that's good. But like taking it to the extreme and just eating meat, not the way I like to do it. What about raw meat? There's something to be said for like raw, like I can't eat just raw meat, but I like to sear the outside and do like a pretty rare steak. Or like when I try eating liver, I try cooking it rare. And then yeah, I'm familiar with Sparrow. He has a YouTube channel. Like I think he has like kind of decent info. It's just definitely not the way to approach the masses with it, like eating brains of animals on the side of a road and stuff.
Hey Olivia, Olivia's here.
Oh, Olivia?
Yeah, she's like Harry Potter. Everyone loves Harry Potter.
Matt, what part of Michigan are you from? I'm from Westland. I'm from Dearborn. Westland is around that area, I think.
No, they've been 3350 longer.
Let me check on them. Take over comments. We gotta go soon though. 15 minutes till football.
Thanks for getting me obsessed with halloumi. It is amazing. So you're welcome. What type of oil do you use most? When cooking, we use ghee and beef tallow most of the time. What Harry Potter house are you guys? Matt said I'm like the best one. Which
No, you're Hufflepuff.
No, he said I'm like Gryffindor or something. I think that's the best one, right?
I never said you're Gryffindor. I said you're Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff.
Harry's in Gryffindor, but I think the best one's Ravenclaw. It's the coolest.
What do you drink bone broth with?
Sometimes you'll put it in a recipe you're making, or like a soup.
Yeah, sometimes I'll make like a soup out of it, but often just bulletproof, so I'll blend it up with some butter or some ghee. How do we eat different on keto if we're trying to bodybuild?
Mostly going to be about calories.
Surplus.
You can mess around when you're trying to bodybuild. I would say you have way more leniency of like, you could try more carbs. You can see how that helps you in the gym relative to how that helps you like feel good the rest of the day. Because like a lot of the reasons for doing keto when you're trying to build is mostly just for like productivity, like feeling good, mental clarity. So if you can add more carbs and not sacrifice much of that, maybe you want to go with that. But yeah, just calorie surplus. Did you guys watch Game of Thrones? Yeah, I love Game of Thrones.
What is the RDA for potassium?
4,700 milligrams, I think. Is it, or is it less?
I think it's less.
I think it might be less.
I think 4,700 is what you should do for keto.
What you should get, but so I think I actually have it in a book. I think it's like 1,200.
What diets have you guys tried? Have you done vegan, high carb thing? I've never done vegan. I was vegetarian for a while. Matt's been vegetarian. Have you ever done vegan?
No, yeah, I did vegan. The RDA is 3,500 milligrams.
You've done vegan?
Yeah, I've done vegan.
Whoa,
I've done raw vegan.
Oh my.
For like a month. It's not easy to sustain.
Soy boy over here.
I just told her about that before this.
Best keto protein powder. So it's not going to be a keto protein powder per se. It's going to be just like a high quality protein powder, and making sure you get everything, and low carb. We like NutriBio and Isopure, but they're not going to make like delicious things. So like if you want to make waffles and stuff, get Quest.
Bosch on Amazon Prime is good. I would disagree.
Is it though? Because Bosch has zero personality.
I don't
He's
understand
like
how
a
that guy
corpse.
got the leading role of
I
the show.
know. It's really not cutting it for me.
You're like not even on screen here.
I am. My head's right in here. Sorry, but it's hard for me to. Do you want to swap?
No.
Wedding plans? None. I think we're just gonna do the courthouse and make it really simple and easy for ourselves, and maybe even just have the witness be like someone from the courthouse.
Oh, really?
Like, hey, Joe, come here. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, but we're gonna keep it simple. What about salad dressing? Well, what about salad dressing? I mean, when I'm buying it, we usually we don't eat salad that much anymore, but now I've just been doing like olive oil, salt, and pepper. But we just look for, the best ingredients possible, maybe made out of avocado oil. But it's hard to find those everywhere, so do your best.
Love your Crock-Pot cookbook. Yeah, you guys, if you haven't heard, we have a Crock-Pot ebook. It came out last Sunday, I believe. If you just search slow cooked keto connect, you'll find it.
Can you do another one-pot recipe? That's a good idea. I feel like a lot of people like those. Favorite keto dinner?
Favorite keto dinner?
Probably like a side of veggies like we made here, but maybe with broccoli. So like broccoli bacon mix up with like a filet mignon on the side.
Yeah, I
Like
would
it's
say
just a steak.
that's one of mine too.
Do you-
Isn't raw cheese dangerous? No, you've been lied to. It's not dangerous at all. They sell it at the grocery store.
Yeah, they wouldn't sell it if it was dangerous. I mean, to be honest, and from what I'm reading, also, when it comes to like raw or unpasteurized cheeses, they go through even more of a stringent process to make sure that like there's nothing harmful in them, because they're giving them to the public. So I could even see a person saying like raw cheeses probably go through more of a grueling like process to be put on the market than pasteurized cheeses, because they think they're just heating and getting rid of everything, Love the glass bowl on your table. You mean just this?
It's a cheese thing.
Cheese board.
Cheese board.
What goes good with mushrooms? Onions, steak.
Like some red wine sauce.
Yeah. What's your favorite Miley song?
Wrecking Ball.
I mean, obviously. I loved her Bangers album. The entire thing, oddly, was like really good to me, even though it's like not the highest quality.
My least favorite is that Jordan song.
Oh.
Smoking perp with my J's
I
on.
love that
So
song.
bad.
Oh my God. I love them all. It's hard to
I just can't take her seriously. It's so like stereotypical of like, hey.
But I also love
America.
like Party in the USA because I love
That one's good.
that time of her life. Is it okay to cheat every day, like eating keto-friendly desserts? So I wouldn't consider that cheating if you're like still, if you're consuming, keto desserts, tracking, you're still feeling good, you're getting your results. That's just like you making it work for you.
Yeah, what's determining okay and not okay? Are you getting results, basically, right? Are you happy with how you're progressing?
Yeah. Do you ever get scared being on polar opposite ends of the diet spectrum? Ever get scared you might be wrong and want to just eat balanced macros?
No.
I don't, no.
Well, what is balance? Balance relative to what? Balance relative to like modern societies?
And
with
why
all
would you
these...
be scared? Like, what is there to be scared of?
Well, I guess scared of like dying of getting clogged arteries and stuff.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, I'm not at all. See, the low cholesterol, vegan, low fat proponents, they have a worldview and they're backtracking the science. Whereas I think just like going what humans have eaten throughout history, eating like the foods that have least been changed throughout the years, like, I mean, Snickers bars, that's not even a food. You can argue like apples are barely the same thing as what people have been eating throughout history. So like the least changed things, like a cow, pretty similar to what it used to be, even though they're like jamming and full of hormones
And they
and stuff now.
they don't feed off the same stuff. Someone said, can we do the intros closer to the release date? That's interesting.
Oh.
But like, I'm trying to think of like, what have we said recently that's like thrown you off,
What intros? For the
podcast intros. Like,
yeah.
maybe we're throwing people off.
I'm cooking these to death now, I think.
I've been doing keto since June, off my diabetes meds, cholesterol's good. That's amazing. Congratulations. Sorry, Facebook. I'm also trying to get you guys. Have you considered making videos for your podcast? Yes, we have. We need to get a good like setup going because ideally we would do like live podcasts, which would be really fun, similar to Joe Rogan style. But it's hard.
I think live podcasts on YouTube would be really cool.
Someone keeps asking about Carb Quick. What are your thoughts on Carb Quick?
It's okay if you're first starting, but it's not removing enough steps for me to justify buying it. Like you can look up our recipes, just get almond flour, coconut flour, butter. You just need some basic things to do all of what Carb Quick does. And I think that has like soy in it. I don't know. It's not my favorite. I would say you could get by without it pretty easily.
Someone asked a question that I thought was like planted for a second. Do you have a book about fat bombs? It's hard to find one that don't require oil. Yes, we have a Fat Bomb Bible. So type in Fat Bomb Bible, Keto Connect in Google, and that's actually just a Fat Bomb book.
Oh, that don't require coconut oil.
Yeah, we have a lot of those.
But honestly, if you find one you like that does require coconut oil, you can use butter.
Yeah. What are the macros for the Cookalong? Whatever you want. So we just kept it simple. We're doing like breakfast bowls. So we just cooked up a bunch of bacon and Brussels sprouts. You can top it with eggs. You can top it with whatever meat you want.
A lot of people ask us this, make some keto-friendly cannabis recipes. Honestly, any baked good we have, just substitute whatever dosage you're looking for of the fat source. Like most cooked recipes will have, or baked recipes will have butter. Just put like a little bit of cannabis butter.
I wouldn't do all of the butter, cannabis butter though.
No.
Like not a stick of it. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Do you use Primal Kitchen products? Yeah, I use their mayo almost regularly. I love it. The Chipotle one. Oh, so someone said for the people who follow you regularly and keep up with trends, your podcast intros are out of date because it's like more veggies, less veggies, black, bulletproof.
Okay.
Currently, we're still doing black coffee before like workouts, so we're staying like fasted except just for coffee and water. Just finished your Joe Rogan day of eating. Would you guys do the Wolverine diet?
What is that?
I don't know. I've never
Is that like Hugh Jackman Wolverine, or they're talking?
Because I'll eat what he eats. I'm just kidding.
Remember we saw the video with the Wolverine, the show?
Yeah, so cute. They don't
I
even
love
look
Wolverine.
vicious. where to find the Crockpot ebook. So just type in slow cooked keto, Keto Connect into Google and it'll pop up.
I just started using canna butter in my bulletproof coffee. What's
Whoa.
your day look like?
Yeah, that's intense.
I guess people do that though.
I like the idea of bulletproof coffee, but using a blender is a pain in the ass. It is.
It's fine with me. I do it every morning. I just rinse it out. I don't clean the blender. I just rinse the blender with water
Yeah,
afterwards.
we don't like wash it really, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But we only use it for coffee. Thanksgiving meal ideas, a ton. Go to ketoconnect.net. We've had the food blog for 2 years, and every single year we've put out Thanksgiving recipes. Last year we did a cornbread and a stuffing. The year before we did pies and cookies and all of that. And this year we're gonna have a couple more, but definitely just check out ketoconnect.net.
Do you grain your ground beef or just eat the fat?
You gotta eat the fat, guys.
You're paying for it.
Yeah, I mean that's also where the good stuff is. I used to drain off the fat before keto.
Yeah.
I remember those days, but not no more. Not no more.
Couple more, then we gotta go.
Try doing Stephanie Keto Person Day of Eating. So
Honestly, I mostly do day.
I think it's not extreme. I think she eats. Maybe her videos seem extreme, but I've seen her what she eats when she's on the road. She eats like deli meat and stuff when she's traveling, which we don't even do. So I think it's not going to be extreme. She's just a normal human being.
She eats a lot of fat though,
Like
more
200
fat than we
plus
typically
grams
do.
of fat.
We could do a day of eating like that though.
Because she eats at least like 2,000 to 3,000 calories. Like I would just have to eat a lot more. I can't find butthole cheese. Trader Joe's always has it. It's called Petit's Best, and Costco always has it too.
Petit's Best.
How is wine counted into keto? You're just gonna have to do your best to look up the nutrition, but it's just usually 4 to 5 grams of carbs because the sugar in the wine.
Some people asking about cholesterol on keto. We probably need to get ours tested soon. We should do that. Megan gets hers tested pretty regularly, but if you have concerns about it, you can check out cholesterolcode.com. Dave Feldman, he does a ton of research on it. But the general thing is when starting keto, if you're thin and active, your cholesterol likely will rise. The more overweight and the less active you are, the less your cholesterol will rise. It may even go down when you start keto. We're not doctors though.
Can you do a bulletproof brand review?
Bulletproof brand review. Try all their stuff?
Or just someone also asked what we thought about it. Do we need it?
Overall, it's a marketing company, I would say.
They do a good job.
I think they have pretty high quality stuff, but you can almost always find equal quality elsewhere for cheaper. That's my experience. So I want to say I've never bought a single bulletproof brand product
No,
ever.
we haven't.
Except for Dave Asprey's glasses, which was a mistake. You should just get the cheap ones. But the Blue Locker ones.
But we got refunded for them.
We did.
So that was a lucky thing. But yeah, should we call it?
We should call it, guys. Football
This
Sunday.
was fun. Hope you enjoyed this cook along. If you have ideas, feel free to DM us.
I need a win this week. Oh, someone just donated.
Oh, Ramil, $5. Show us your blood sugar before breakfast and after, please. Okay, so test it right now.
Should we test it right now? Pull out. You do a test.
Okay, and then how will we show you after?
You have to follow us on Instagram, I guess, to see after.
But I'll do it for you. I'll do it.
So keto.connect on Instagram, and you can see the after
They can
test.
just $10 get naked. Guys, there's gotta be a limit. Now I'm realizing, right? Isn't that funny? Okay, here
Have
we
you
go.
had anything to eat today?
No. I've had some Zevia and I've had some water. Oh, I guess I had a little fat because I was testing, making some fat bombs for us and licking my fingies. Am I doing both?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna do ketones and blood glucose for you.
But you guys you don't have to obsess over testing.
Yeah.
You can go by how you feel.
We don't test every day by any means.
0.8.
Ketones.
Whoa, that looks crazy on Facebook. And 82 blood glucose. Okay. If you guys want to follow us on Instagram, we'll do a follow-up test. Maybe like an hour after eating or something.
Sure, you'll just have to remind me.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you guys.
See you guys. I need a win in fantasy this week. Root for me, guys.
Woo!